Tired of being stuck in the daily operations of your business? Feeling like you're spending more time putting out fires than scaling up? Then I'm sure you've watched hundreds of videos on how ChatGPT can write better emails or create social media posts. But if you've tried all of those basic prompts, then you'll know that they never really give you the systems that you actually need and that actually stick. But my friends, that ends today, because I'm going to walk you through the 5 AI-powered ChatGPT prompts that will help you automate repetitive tasks, streamline decision making, and free up your time so you can focus on growth. And by the way, make sure you wait until the end, because the number 1 prompt I'm about to share is an absolute game changer. All right, let's jump in with prompt number 5. Number 5 is the instant SOP generator for systemizing your business. Every time you train someone, answer the same question twice, or fix a repetitive mistake, you're literally wasting your time. And that means that it's time to document your processes with an SOP or a standard operating procedure. But let's be real, writing SOPs from scratch, painful. So here's the prompt. Help me create a step-by-step SOP for task, including who's responsible, the tools needed, best practices, and common mistakes to avoid. So here's an example that we can actually put into ChatGPT. Help me create an SOP for handling customer support emails efficiently, including response templates, escalation procedures, and time expectations. And just like that, you now have a clear process that anybody in your team can follow. Let's actually have a look at what that ChatGPT result will be in real time. So instantly we can see that we have the overview, the general guidelines, the response time expectations, and some of the specific process of how we triage customer support emails, check for new emails, how we respond to it. Now, we're not just getting the templates of emails to respond, but we're actually building the knowledge around the SOP of how to actually respond to emails, which means that your team doesn't just have the tools it needs to respond, it has the knowledge and information it needs to actually do their best work, even if they're presented with a problem which sits outside of the information which you're sharing. As a pro tip, if you're creating a library of SOPs, then you need to store them in a central place for your team to access whenever they need them, something like Waybook. Or you can actually use Waybook's free AI SOP creator, which is specifically trained to create SOPs for your business. I've dropped a link in the description below. All right, so now on to prompt number 4. Prompt number 4 is the content marketing machine for lead generation and for brand growth. Because we all know that creating content can be a bit exhausting, but it's also one of the best ways to bring leads into your business. So instead of spending hours brainstorming content ideas, just let ChatGPT handle it. Here is the prompt. Act as a marketing expert, generate a content calendar for your industry, include blog ideas, post ideas, social media topics, and email campaign suggestions. Now, if we look at a specific example here, we might say act as a marketing expert for a boutique coffee shop. Generate a content calendar, including the blog posts, Instagram posts, and email newsletter that can educate customers on coffee origin, brewing methods, and product launches. Now, if we head over to ChatGPT and put in that exact prompt, we can see what sort of goods it has for us. Now, remember, we've asked ChatGPT to act as a marketing expert. So this means that it's not just going to give us information, but it will actually share information with us in a way that we can communicate and actually ask more questions. Now, because we've specifically asked for a content calendar, it started by breaking down what we're going to be talking about over the individual weeks. So week 1 for our boutique coffee shop, we can talk about exploring coffee origins. Week 2 is about our brewing masterclass. Now in this, we can have a mix of our blog post, our Instagram post, and our newsletters. What's amazing about doing this from a holistic content calendar perspective is that we can have a really clear and consistent view across the content that we're going to have for our business. And it ultimately means that we can really focus our mind on what content we're creating whilst being strategic with the position that we're trying to come across. Now, as a bonus tip, if you want to optimize your SEO content, then you can just add in an additional prompt saying optimize for SEO and engagement to the end of the prompt. Or of course, you can use a specific tool like Hopper HQ, which will create a custom content strategy for you actually based on the previous account activity of your social media accounts or your blogs. All right, let's now move on to prompt number 3. Prompt number 3 is turning ChatGPT into your AI-powered business strategist for smarter decision making. If you've ever been stuck between two big decisions, things like should you launch a new product or double down on your existing offer, or whether you should hire a full-time marketing manager or outsource to an agency, the next prompt turns ChatGPT into your personal business consultant. So here is the prompt. Act like a business strategist. I am deciding between option A and option B. Analyze the pros and cons based on my goals, and then you can basically ask it to run the analysis and give you the information. So as the specific example, we can say, act as a business strategist. I'm deciding between hiring a full-time marketing manager or outsourcing to an agency. Analyze the pros and cons based on my goal of increasing the brand awareness while keeping costs manageable. Now, putting this exact prompt in, we can see that ChatGPT is talking about the pros of hiring a full-time marketing manager, about that long-term brand ownership, creating faster execution and alignment, and also being more cost efficient for our ongoing needs. It will also look at the cons of this option, like the high upfront cost, and it's even got examples of how much we might be paying this full-time person. Now, what ChatGPT does really well when it's acting as your business strategist is it will start to build out a decision framework for you to actually base that decision, looking at the most important factors that we should be considering and whether or not each option is better or worse for each of those factors. Then it will give us a holistic view that it thinks that is best on that analysis. The second best ChatGPT prompt to save you time and money is the customer avatar creator for perfecting your target audience. Because we all know that if you're marketing to everyone, then you're pretty much marketing to no one. This next prompt will help you define down who your perfect customer is so your marketing actually converts. So here's the prompt. Help me define my ideal customer profile for your business, including demographics, pain points, motivations, objections, and how they make purchasing decisions. So let's pull a specific example. Help me define my ideal customer profile for a meal prep delivery service, targeting busy professionals, including their biggest pain points, motivations, and preferred marketing channels. With this, your ads, your sales copies, and your messaging will be 100% dialed in. A founder friend of mine even went one step further, and she asked her best customers to actually fill out personality profiles and then fed their results into ChatGPT, and that really helped her craft her perfect messaging. Now, instantly, ChatGPT has decided that we're looking at a 25 to a 35-year-old demographic of both genders that are looking at senior to mid-level professions, entrepreneurs, consultants, and business owners. We've even got a specific income level, where they might be living, and also what lifestyle they might be looking at. Once we've understood who we're talking about, then obviously we want to dive a little bit deeper into what are the pain points that we should be addressing. So we're really solving for their lack of time, their health and nutrition requirements, and also their decision fatigue when it gets to the end of the day. So now we've been given the pain points of these customers, we're even able to look at the motivations and the key buying triggers of those individual customers. So for our meal prep delivery service, it might be the convenience, the taste, the quality, the health and the well-being, and then we can feed all of this information into the preferred marketing channels, and also we can then attach this to the marketing plan that we'll create in the previous prompt. So now we actually know who our customers are, what they most care about, and where they communicate. We can even connect this with our previous ChatGPT prompt to actually build out a content calendar for them, which basically makes the whole process of marketing and sales even more effortless. And the number one ChatGPT prompt to help scale your small business is the productivity maximizer for optimizing your time, because time is your most valuable asset, and this next prompt will optimize your entire schedule. So here's the prompt. Act as a productivity coach. Based on my daily tasks, help me create out a time blocking schedule that will maximize efficiencies whilst avoiding burnout. So as a specific example, we can say, I run a small e-commerce business and spend my time on marketing, customer service, product sourcing, and operations. Help me create a time blocking schedule to maximize efficiency while avoiding burnout. So we can also optimize this prompt by adding in more specific elements that you do within your day, even down to very granular tasks, or maybe even just take a screenshot of your calendar over the last few weeks. But based on this prompt, where we've given it more generic ideas of the fundamental elements within your business, we can already see that it's starting to block out the time within the business, looking at the individual elements that we should be doing at specific times in the day. Now, once we ask ChatGPT to actually ask why it's decided this, it will often try and work out how we can really focus on making sure our energy is conserved, and looking at these tips for avoiding our burnout means that we can actually enforce lunch breaks and make sure that we're really working in our flow and living within our energy. So there are your 5 ChatGPT prompts to scale your business, but as a bonus prompt, we can look at the business automation expert. If you want to work less and you want to grow faster, then you can use this prompt to identify automation opportunities within your business. Here's the prompt. It's to suggest 5 automation ideas for my business based on my daily tasks. Focus on AI tools, chatbots, and streamlined workflows. So for a specific example, we can say this same prompt, but we can tell it to focus on lead generation, appointment scheduling, content creation, and follow-ups. Now, I'll let you use this own prompts within ChatGPT because it ends up as a very different outcome dependent on the key things that you're looking to optimize. So there you have it, 5 powerful ChatGPT prompts that you can use to transform how you run your business. Remember, the key isn't just having these prompts, it's about implementing them in a way that creates lasting systems for your business. And you might be thinking, great prompts, but where do I actually store all of this information and documentation that's created? And that's exactly why we created Waybook, where you can store all of your AI-generated SOPs, policies, and training materials, and keeping them live, centralized, and staying updated. If you found these prompts helpful and you want to learn more about building a complete business playbook that your team will actually use, the link in the description below will take you to a 7-day free trial of Waybook, where you can do just that. Now, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe, and in the comments, put any other prompts you think are essential for us to check out. If you're looking to go a little bit deeper into getting your business on the same page, please feel free to check out this video on how to create a training manual for your team. And until next time, I hope you enjoy some smooth scaling.